And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 21-yard line. Set! Silver!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. .23 yards on the play.
Gain of 23 yards. And the Redskin first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And Jackson throwing once more. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 40. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run with a North Carolina native. This is Bryce Love. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down. It's Love, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Jackson to throw. They were ball hawks Bucs last week, they had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. This is Scarlett on the carry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So that'll back them up 5.
55.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Tens the mic. Hey, get in the weight room. Check.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the gun, Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To try again after the sack. Jackson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mike, round 80. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Wide, get wide. Middle.
Now Scarlett. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second and a yard, Allen. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 15, check 15.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Half.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Scarlett. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On for the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Jackson. And this one's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a run with Geis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Tens the mic. Tens the mic. I got one. Monday. 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
On third and long, it's Allen. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be fourth and long. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. Complete to right. That one good for 26 and a first down.
To number 13. A gain of 26 yards. And a Redskin first down.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Check safety.
Again, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Mike 54. Mike 50. Go. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw again on second down. Allen escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Shift.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a give here to Scarlett. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got him. Tens the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the 39, Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 10. 319. 10, Mike 10. Yeah. Double tight. Hey, we are. Alert. Got 4 down. Joker. Kill. Stop.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check me out. Tighten up. Kill. Monday. He's checked. 6'6", pull it high.
From the 44, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
I got you, boy.
Geis. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A toss here to Scarlett. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Geis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Kill. Pass 85, pass 85. Check. Lucky. 49, check 49. Go.
On the handoff, it's Scarlett. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
55, my guy, 55. Stay with your man.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 15.
To throw again. Jackson slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
59, Mark, 59. Check, 59. Let's go, D. Check 13.
Jackson operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They've bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Here's Geis. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got daylight. It's Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Alert! Mike 10. Hey, orbit. Hey, we got Mike 10.
Allen. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On the ground, it's Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd and 4 at the Redskins' 39-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. This is Geis. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll hand it down to Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Mark 50. I'm scared.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Panthers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.